Welcome YouTube. This is the NBA recap segment of the day where we go over the NBA games, and this was probably one of the best nights of NBA basketball we've gotten in the playoffs anyway for well, yeah, of course, it is the playoffs. And probably about a week. It's been a week since we've seen games this good. It's probably been since, dude, I don't know. These games were both fantastic, and obviously my Celtics were on the losing end, but I can't even really be that mad because masterclass from James Harden. James Harden is playing fucking incredible. And I mean, I may sound like a hater, but as long as whoever wins Lakers Warriors doesn't win the entire championship, I'm good with whoever wins the finals this year. The Sixers, although I have to hate them in that rivalry, sure. Nuggets, I would love to see Jokic win a ring. Suns, I would love to see Devin Booker win a ring, and although I don't really mind, and Chris Paul, of course, I don't really mind Kevin Durant winning a ring. Obviously, I'm not a huge fan of it, but I do not want to watch Warriors, Lakers, or Lakers win. I think Knicks and Heat Heat winning the championship would just be a crazy Cinderella story. You have Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle on one side, and then obviously Jimmy Butler having one of the best playoffs runs in the entire history of the league. It's just wild. He's up 2-1 as an 8 seed. This is still an upset. They're going against a 5 seed. They could have. Obviously, they could have been going against what would that be? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, they could have been going against a 4 seed, but no, they're going. Still. Let's just get into the games though. Celtics, Sixers. We're going to start with my Celtics. And it was the first game anyway. James Harden makes a winning 3 in overtime. The 76ers tie the series with the Celtics. James Harden had a new friend he called his good luck charm in the arena, and the grit he needed to turn into a vintage effort. Yeah, it's just a vintage game. This has been a vintage series, and again, people do throw around vintage. That word is kind of meh to me, but this is vintage. This is just about the best version of playoff Harden you're going to get right now. 2 42-plus point performances in the last 4 games. Are you joking? I don't even think Rockets Harden had a stretch like that. It's possible, but yeah. Looking at the Celtics, Jason Tatum obviously struggled to start the game, but he still finished with 24 points, 18 rebounds. I'm not super mad. If he would have scored once in the first half, obviously we would have won, but yeah. 21 points for Marcus Smart. He shot 40% from 3. Almost had a game winner. The shot that could have damn near sealed the series for the Celtics. Really. 23 points for Jaylen Brown. I would just say Grant Williams needs to play a little better. Needs to kind of input a little bit more on the offensive end, and I think we're chilling. I don't think the Celtics are in a bad spot. I'm not here to worry. Obviously, maybe if the Sixers win next game, I will worry, but yeah. Looking at the Sixers, Joel Embiid kind of recovering from some of his slumps. He had 34 points, 13 rebounds, and it's just simply James Harden. 42 points, 67% three-point shooting. There's only a good 3 or 4, 5 other players, maybe 3 other players in the NBA right now in the playoffs that can do what James Harden is doing in his series. Guys like Nikola Jokic, guys like Jimmy Butler, guys like Devin Booker. Those are the only 3 other guys I can name that are performing at that level. I think James Harden is being a top 5 playoff performer for the second round for sure. I would put AD up there as well. I think AD is playing phenomenal basketball. He's had a couple slump games, but speaking of Jokic and D-Book, I'm just going to move on from there because we had Nuggets, Suns. According to my predictions, this series is so far going my way because it's still possible for the Suns to win in 6. So people were doubting them at first, but hey, my prediction still stands and I'm happy about it. I want to see this Suns team win. And I feel I'm going to be honest, I think whoever wins Suns Nuggets as of now is winning the NBA Finals. That is just my final prediction. So if the Nuggets win, I think the Nuggets are going to win the championship, and that's something I'm going to stand on until proved otherwise. But Devin Booker and Kevin Durant both scored 36. The Suns even the series with the Nuggets. The Denver Nuggets, understandably, were putting a huge share of their defensive pressure and attention on Phoenix's high-scoring duo of Devin Booker and Kevin Durant in the fourth quarter of Game 4, but man, oh man, did we have a Ray Allen out there and Landry Shamet. I'm not going to mention him too much, but man, Landry Shamet. The dude shot 67% from the field and had damn near 20 points. So I just wanted to give a shout out real quick to Landry Shamet because, wow, I don't think they would have won that. They wouldn't have won the game without him. I mean, that's just facts. And you know what? The guard play stepping up for like a Devin Booker in foul trouble, that was big time. That was insane. But looking at the Nuggets, 11 points and 10 rebounds for MPJ. Guys, Jokic had 53 points and 11 assists. This man is playing like playoff Wilt Chamberlain in the modern day NBA era against guys like DeAndre Ayton. And, I mean, Jock Landale is not a great player, but the dude was hand-checking him all game, and Jokic still managed to put up 53 and 11 off of 50% three-point shooting, 67% overall shooting. Like, yeah, this is the guy right here. I mean, and also shout out to Jamal Murray, 28 points, 33% from three. He had a good game as well, but my goodness, Jokic is proving he might be the best player in the league, and he probably is. I like Embiid. I can respect his journey to the league. I can respect his MVP run. But, dude, right now, it's really showing who the MVP should be, like, right now. MVP of the playoffs, I'd give it to Jimmy Butler. But, man, who's the best player in the playoffs right now? And who is more versatile? Who is more well-rounded? I'm giving that to Nikola Jokic. Nikola Jokic is just proving everyone wrong about the MVP debates. But, I would say guys like Jeff Green and Bruce Brown off the bench could have played a little bit better, but other than that, I think their starters played pretty well. Pretty decent, Looking at the Suns, I mean, this man Kevin Durant only missed 4 minutes the entire game. Like, the work ethic. I mean, he had 36 points, 11 rebounds. He put in 50% three-point shooting. You have Devin Booker with 36 points, and no one is talking about this, but he still managed to have 12 assists in this game. So he at least accounted for 50 of his team's 129 points, one single player. Like that's mad. And obviously he assisted on some three-pointers. So give or take, like, this guy could have contributed like 65 points to this victory. I mean, Devin Booker shot 75% from three. What a game. This was a classic game. I think this series is going to be absolutely phenomenal down the stretch. I'm not going to be mad if the Suns don't win because, man, both of these teams are playing their asses off. Obviously, the Nuggets had some miscues, leaving Landry Shamet open in the corner a good 2-3 times, but they're going to learn from their mistakes. Mike Malone, he's not that good of a coach. I mean, he won Coach of the Year, but I don't think he's that good of a coach, but I still think they're going to be able to recover, and we're going to have a good series on our hands. I would say this goes to 7. I don't see it not going to 7. I don't see a team winning 2 games in a row out of this.